Hello and welcome to Your Community, Your World. My name is Shola Ladenika. On this program, we look at issues prevailing in your community. Currently, we are looking at the lockdown. On the 15th of June, we know that the government said non-essential shops should open, and that may mean many more people using public transport. That perhaps may be the reason why the government has said that face coverings will be made compulsory from the 15th of June. Well, on the 1st of June, the government allowed some schools to reopen, and parents were faced with a decision to make as to whether their child should go back to school or to continue homeschooling. We spoke to a number of parents and one or two children to find out what their decision was.
Hello, my name is Ziora, and I hope you're staying safe during quarantine. These are my thoughts and feelings about going back to school. I'm feeling very nervous about going back to school because you can never, there's only a few ways of telling if someone has the coronavirus or not, and anyone can spread it. I thought I would come back to school as I play a huge role of head boy at the school, and I thought I could come back and make sure everything is running smoothly in the school. I'm also feeling excited about going back to school because I've missed my friends, my teachers, and being in the house for a long time can get very boring. Those are my thoughts and feelings about going back to school. Hope you're staying safe. Bye.
So in my opinion, I think that he should stay at home due to the fact that he has been head boy of the school for quite long and has played a massive part in the school already. And it's only going to be a few days, and I'd rather him miss out on a bit of education that he has probably gone over before than he catching the coronavirus, spreading it out, and God forbid causing someone around the streets to die. So yeah, thank you guys.
I'm personally not comfortable to let my son go back because I have a son in year 6 and he is keen to go back. He's the head boy and he thinks he wants to go back and help and make sure that the younger kids who will be coming back as well, which is the year 1s and the reception children, he wants to, help them out and make sure that the social distancing thing, that the kids are actually following the guidelines and all. It's quite handy like that. I'm sure he has missed his friends and probably tired of staying at home and stuff, so he really wants to go back, but I don't think it's 100% safe at the moment. So I'm just gonna let him not go at the moment and wait maybe for a week and see what happens, feedback from other people who has gone, and to think that most of his friends that I've spoken to their parents, they're all not going back. So that's also affecting my decision as well.
So we're keeping him at home because it's safer to do so at this particular point in time. We feel September will be better. At least the whole situation would have calmed down a bit by then. And obviously they've been at home for a while now. We've been homeschooling, so they only have about 3 weeks out of the 6 weeks to go to school, essentially, because they're going to be staggering them back into school. So a week in school and a week out of school. So that's essentially 6 weeks, 3 weeks out of the 6 weeks. So there's no point sending him to school, you know, and especially when we are not back at work here. Myself and my husband are working from home, so it's easier for us to keep him at home and, you know, continue to homeschool him till September at least, and then by then we're sure, or we're hopeful that the whole situation will be calmer by then, and then he can go back to school. But for now, he's at home with us.
Parenting is certainly not easy. Lots and lots of decisions to be made. Well, for one, it was a case of wait and see, and for the other parent, it's definitely September. We spoke to another parent whose child was due to attend nursery, and this is what Emer said.
So my name is Emer, and our daughter Issel has come back to nursery. I'm currently on maternity leave, but will be returning to my job within the NHS very soon. Our family is all well. We're not shielding, we're not self-isolating, and our daughter is very well. And we are very happy for her to come back to nursery to restart her normal routine. Her nursery have been fantastic. They've got a very clear plan how they're managing the virus. They're doing staggered returns for the children, and we feel very safe. We feel encouraged to kind of bring our daughter back, and so my husband can work more easily at home, and so I can return to work myself, so we can sort of begin that process. Our baby will be starting also in a couple of weeks.
Nurseries and schools are doing their best to reduce the risk of spreading this virus, but I think we all need to work together. It is a difficult decision, I must say, especially since from the 15th of June, many more schools will reopen. Tricky, isn't it? I'll take a break and I'll see you right after. We can help control the virus if we all stay alert. Stay at home as much as possible. Work from home if you can. Limit contact with other people. Keep your distance if you go out. Wash your hands regularly. And if you or anyone in your household has symptoms, you all need to self-isolate. Stay alert. Control the virus. Save lives.
This is an appeal by Ben Television. It is time we support our own, especially in this diverse media world. Sadly, our community is most affected by COVID-19 more than any other group. We would like to address this with relevant information and programs. We need your help. Please donate generously so we can keep fighting our corner by producing programs and making our voices heard. Every pound counts. For more information, please visit bentelevision.com. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to Duduba. My name is Toyo. Are you looking for a West African Nigerian restaurant serving you dishes like jollof rice, fried rice, eforiro, egusi, edikaikong, and all sorts? Or are you looking for a place to host functions, birthdays, or host your family and friends? Guess what? Duduba is based in Luton and in London Harrow. At Duduba Restaurants, we offer excellent services where you can eat in at the same time place your orders for takeout. Thank you for coming to Dudu Bar. Enjoy. And at Dudu Bar, our customers are our priority. We always make sure we aim to give them 100% satisfaction. For more information, you can reach us on the numbers displayed on your screen right now, or follow us at Dudu Bar UK on all social media platforms.
We can help control the virus if we all stay alert. Stay at home as much as possible. Work from home if you can. Limit contact with other people. Keep your distance if you go out. Wash your hands regularly. And if you or anyone in your household has symptoms, you all need to self-isolate. Stay alert. Control the virus. Save lives. Welcome back. The lockdown has certainly affected everyone, including businesses. The government has done a lot to soften the blow on businesses. We spoke to the CEO of Dudu Bar to discuss how the lockdown has affected his business. This is what he said.
Oh, hello. My name is Toyo. Yes, this pandemic has really affected our business. It's my business. You know, in a situation where we've got about 5 people working every day, the business has now reduced staffing to 1 as a result of this pandemic. Everybody is now on a lockdown. You know, people are not coming out. Everybody's with the fear of, oh, I'm going to get contaminated. When they come into where they want to come into the restaurant, where a lot of people obviously coming through, you know, everybody's scared that they can't come in. You know, they can't come out to even get their daily needs, which is food. That's where we make our businesses from. You see, so yes, this pandemic has really affected our businesses. It has affected my staffs. Now, I mean, I have really cut down on my staffing of the businesses. We've opened up a new branch, recently opened up a new branch in London. The staffing there too has reduced. There's no businesses. So yeah, you know, it's not been very good at all. Yeah, almost immediately the government actually relaxed the rules for people that produce food, because food apparently fell into the category of essential needs. So yeah, that's really helped us a little bit, just a little bit. Then we started, we had to get staff in for, 3 days in a week. So, it helps the living or the well-being of our staffs for those days. So, yeah, that's an incentive from the government to say, okay, foods came into the essential needs. Yeah, helped our business just a little bit. Also, the grants as well that the government gave, you know, for businesses under the hospitality bracket helped us as well. So, yeah. It's not been easy, it's not been business as usual. As a business and as a company, yeah, we're going to review all our risk assessments, train our staffs, you know, how to use the PPE, adhere to all the social distancing rules, provide hand sanitizers, you know, perhaps get disposable cutleries, and basically we'll follow all the guidelines that the government has outlined for the ease of the lockdown. And we hope and pray that this will soon come to an end and become a new wave of life. With all this all said, we are excited. We cannot explain how excited that we can actually see the end of the tunnel. We can actually see there's light at the end of the tunnel. And we cannot wait to start welcoming our customers, our guests into all our branches, the Luton branch, the Harrow branch. Just for those that don't know, our Harrow branch is on 192 Alexandra Avenue, and the Luton branch is on 21 High Town Road. We're looking forward to receiving everyone back after the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown. And I'll be there to receive you, and we hope we're going to have a good time together. Ciao. We are Duduba UK. We are now open for takeaways. You can call us on the number displayed on your screen right now, or follow us on all social media platforms. Thank you and see you soon.
Here we go.
No, I don't want to see that. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it.
This is the inside of the stove.
A lot of stuff.
My name is Sophia Anyao. I'm a published self-author and I've published some books. Now, what have I been doing during lockdown? I thank God because everything is for a blessing. A lot of time for reflecting and doing things we haven't even had time to do for a very long time. Let's take a look at setting up a kind of gallery. My photos, family photos, taking time to do these things. I did that as well and created albums for each of my children and grandchildren. But what took most of my time is this. Here you can see me in front of my library. I love books a lot. I have never taken time to appreciate this corner of the library here where you have my books, 5 of them self-published. And this time around, I took them and started to read them over again. And 2 of them really made me wonder, God, how did I ever achieve this? And I really thank God for the time. And I would like to introduce The Journey on Earth to Heaven. This is a book that I self-published last year, but I took my time to read it over again because I'm actually trying to look at traditional publishing, going that route. So I have my website at www.Olusola-Sophia-Anyanwu, and you can see all my books there. So The Journey is about Alade. He's now a new man in character and full of love for his young, beautiful and ambitious wife. He strives to gain back the right standing with his wife. He is no longer the sly old serpent chasing women with apples and breaking promises. How can he achieve changing the wrong notions held about him? How long is it going to take to continue trying to rectify the damage done in his past? And on their wedding night, is he ever going to relent on redeeming his past? On the other hand, is Bridget going to be accommodating? So this is a kind of Christian fiction, that way, and it's very interesting because some of us are Christians, and it appeals to anybody who would like to enjoy reading this kind of a book. And you can find it on Amazon or any author house, anywhere. But the most important thing about this book is that it's going to raise you lots of questions. How faithful can a husband be? How faithful can a wife be? How forgiving The virtues that we have learned in Christianity, for example, do we put them in our marriage? This book will help you answer the questions. Now, I didn't only do this library, arranging my library, or doing the photo gallery over there, or rereading the books I wrote. I thank God. I also wrote poetry. Here we are. I wrote many poems, and I'm going to read one for you. It goes like this. COVID 2020. No prediction from seers, no prophecies from the prophets, no forecast like the weather. Nostradamus did not spot you. You unleashed your venom. It steadily pounced on earth like a spy in the guise of flu and cold in December 2019. Like wildfire in a frenzy of uncontrollable rage, starting your journey from the east, storming into 2020 globally like a flood, taking all in its unwanted cold embrace, devouring, destroying, decimating, devastating, drowning life in death. It's new, unknown, and pandemic. It's a crisis, a slayer of hundreds and thousands. It is COVID-19. It is Corona. It has no cure. It brings panic, confusion, new laws and measures, whatever. 2020, so unlike any of its predecessors, global lockdowns, global social distancing, global reflection, global unity, global benevolence, global zooming. Don't give up. It will pass. Keep the faith. Keep praying. We are all one. Its journey is ending. It will pass. Like the eagle, we will come out globally wiser and stronger.
Restaurants were allowed to open for takeaway only. As soon as the news spread that a fast food restaurant was opened, immediately we could see a long queue. The queue went on and on and on, and this was repeated in several places in London. We'd love to hear from you, but this time it's about the lockdown. Do you think the government eased the lockdown too early, knowing fully well that around 8,000 new cases are recorded almost daily? Let us know your views. The address is on the screen. I'll take a break. We can help control the virus if we all stay alert. Stay at home as much as possible. Work from home if you can. Limit contact with other people. Keep your distance if you go out. Wash your hands regularly. And if you or anyone in your household has symptoms, you all need to self-isolate. Stay alert. Control the virus. Save lives.
This is an appeal by Ben Television. It is time we support our own, especially in this diverse media world. Sadly, our community is most affected by COVID-19 more than any other group. We would like to address this with relevant information and programs. We need your help. Please donate generously so we can keep fighting our corner by producing programs and making our voices heard. Every pound counts. For more information, please visit bentelevision.com. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to Duduba. My name is Toyo. Are you looking for a West African Nigerian restaurant serving you dishes like jollof rice, fried rice, eforiro, egusi, edikaikong, and all sorts? Or are you looking for a place to host functions, birthdays, or host your family and friends? Guess what? Duduba is based in Luton and in London Harrow. At Duduba restaurants, we offer excellent services where you can eat in at the same time place your orders for takeout. Thank you for coming to Duduba. Enjoy. And at Duduba, our customers are our priority. We always make sure we aim to give them 100% satisfaction. For more information, you can reach us on the numbers displayed on your screen right now, or follow us at Duduba UK on all social media platforms.
We can help control the virus if we all stay alert. Stay at home as much as possible. Work from home if you can. Limit contact with other people. Keep your distance if you go out. Wash your hands regularly. And if you or anyone in your household has symptoms, you all need to self-isolate. Stay alert. Control the virus. Save lives. Welcome back. Remember to stay alert at all times. We'd love to hear from you, but this time it's all about the lockdown. Has the government eased the lockdown too early, knowing fully well that around 8,000 new cases are recorded almost daily? Is this the right time to ease this lockdown? We want to hear your views. The address is on the screen. We'd also like to hear your views about the death of George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. Please, this is important. Send your views to the address on the screen. It's important to stay alert at all times, and Emma emphasized this.
I think that people still need to be listening to the advice from Public Health England. We still need to be very, very mindful that this virus is being managed and maintained, but the risk is not gone, it hasn't gone away. And I think that we need to be very cautious as we kind of re-engage with our normal everyday life. The risk and the pressures on the NHS are still there, and we need to be following the advice to kind of minimise that risk and minimise the risk of a second peak happening.
Please remember to stay alert at all times, especially those who are returning to work and going back to school. I'd like to say a big thank you to all those who've contributed to today's program. Thank you so much. Remember, we always love to hear from you. And this time, it's all about the lockdown. Has the government eased the lockdown too early, knowing fully well that around 8,000 new cases are recorded almost daily? Please let us know your views. And also about the death of George Floyd. What can be done to prevent incidences like this in the future? Please share your views. The address is on the screen. Whatever you do, always remember social distancing and keep washing your hands. My name is Shola Ladenika. Please don't forget Ben TV Appeal. Bye for now.
Going from place to places. It's called the COVID-19, spreading its wings around the world. It's a must for us to keep good hygiene by washing our hands, keeping ourselves, keeping our environment clean.